Tonight on Size Eyes on the Skies.
All right, well, yes, today we had a fairly clear skies all around Ames currently. We are sitting about 61 degrees, feeling very comfortable. Wind still out of the north. That's going to be continuing to be out of the north as we continue into the week. I'll have more on that later coming into my forecast later in the show.
Plus, Anthony has your national forecast. All that and more as this Tuesday, October 16th edition of Size Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
Live from Studio 171 in Ames, Iowa, the Iowa State Meteorology Department team of meteorologists brings you the latest weather from around the country and out your front door. Iowa State's longest running television program and the only live weather broadcast on campus starts right now. This is Size Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Size Eyes. I'm now joined by Garrett. So it was quite the football game on Saturday.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. I mean, I got to work for the concession stands for most of that game. I was fairly warm in the back making most of your guys' food, but I mean, looking at most of the people in the crowd, they seemed to be all pretty bundled up. It looked like it was a pretty cool game.
Yeah, it was pretty. I thought it was pretty warm the first half, and then the second half it got a little chilly, but
it felt like it got warmer when you were on the field.
Yeah, we stormed the field, and that was really fun. It got really warm, and that kind of brought us to today, where it was pretty cold this morning,
cool
and
indeed,
then very
yes.
warm in the afternoon.
Definitely, yeah. This morning I think it was really close to about 32 degrees, but right now, right around 7 or 6:30, we're sitting at about mid 60s for actually not mid 60s, low 60s and upper 50s for most of the state. Mainly the north are going to be a little bit cooler. They're going to be significantly cooler as we move further into the week, as a little bit of drier air mass will be pulling its way further south. We'll be drying people out, or drying you guys out here in Iowa, and be dropping those temperatures quite significantly. I'll have more on that later in the show.
Thanks, Garrett. And now it's time for tonight's weather story. Last week, Hurricane Michael made landfall on the Florida Panhandle. Meteorologists Joey Christel and Jake Smith recorded footage of the storm as it tore through Panama City, as you can see it right here. So far, death totals for Hurricane Michael is 28 people so far. And Michael had a pressure of 919 millibars, the third strongest hurricane to hit the United States. And it ended up reaching Category 4, almost a Category 5. Really high winds down in Florida. And now, here's Anthony with a look at what's going on around the country.
Yeah, thank you, Benji. We've had kind of a tumultuous couple weeks with hurricanes, snow in Iowa, strong storms. Right now, across most of the Midwest, we are nice and dry. Just some clouds hanging around up near Minneapolis, where the real story right now is just down in Atlanta, Dallas. You guys are all getting in on this pesky stationary front, just hanging out, helping to drop some garden variety rain showers. So we're going to talk about this next in my full forecast, let you know if this quiet pattern continues or if winter is heading our way. Next.
Thank you. Welcome back to Size Eyes. And now, here's Anthony with a look at what's going on around the country.
Thank you, Benji. It's kind of quieted down a little bit across the country after Hurricane Michael moved out. Packed a big punch, though. Third strongest hurricane to reach the Florida Panhandle down there. Very strong storm. Right now, we're just kind of in on some garden variety showers and storms anywhere from Dallas, you're in on this, up near Atlanta, south of Washington, D.C. right now. Just dropping some showers, nothing to worry about. It's just with this stationary front kind of being a little bit annoying, honestly, down there. Like I said, Memphis, here's a kind of a closer look. Here's our timestamp, heading towards the 6, 7 o'clock hour here. These are just riding right along that front. They kind of hit it and then they just go off. So areas north of that I think will stay fairly dry. South of that, you guys are going to be getting in on some rain showers. Temperatures right now are fairly bearable across the Northeast. 48 degrees in Pittsburgh, mid-50s for New York, upper 50s in D.C. So another comfortable night for you guys in the Northeast here. This is a kind of an interesting feature though here, like I said, with this stationary front. The temperatures contrast right here is really noticeable. 57 degrees in Huntsville, 60 in Jackson, 85 degrees in New Orleans. So there's a very sharp temperature difference as you go on the other side of that front down there with those two air masses just kind of battling it out next to that front. 70 degrees out in Las Vegas, a very comfortable night. 81 degrees in Bakersfield, so you guys are feeling the warmth out there in the southwest, excuse me. 72 degrees up in Seattle, 77 in Portland, upper 50s for Missoula, Idaho Falls, and Salt Lake City out in our western portions of the country. Here's Futurecast. Let's time out what's going to happen here for you. There's that line of showers and storms kind of just hitting around for the next couple of hours, couple of days. Here's Wednesday afternoon. Most of the Midwest is going to be nice and dry. We should have a fairly pleasant day tomorrow across Iowa, Minnesota. I think we will have a nice day tomorrow with fairly comfortable temperatures, with those rain showers just kind of pushing their way off here and finally beginning to diminish and clear out as we head in towards the later portions of this week. So we're going to get that front out of here eventually. It's going to take a little bit of time. Here's our upper atmosphere Tuesday at 6:30. We generally look at this to see how the pattern is going to play out in the next couple of days for us. So if you see these blue colors, this is indicating a region of potentially cooler temperatures heading towards the surface. Warmer temperatures in these yellows and reds here. So right now, we're kind of in an iffy little comfortable zone here in Iowa, most of the Midwest. This cooler air is staying up towards the north here, and I think it will stay like that for the next couple of days and actually heading into this weekend here. Across Iowa, there's even some warmer temperatures, very comfortable for this time of year, so it's going to feel like a nice couple fall days out there for us. So we'll take it while we can. We've struggled with some rain and showers for a long time these past couple weeks. Travel City forecast, St. Paul, Minnesota, 47 degrees on Wednesday, not dealing with any snow, thankfully, yet, but we're going to get into that. Saturday, low 40s, upper 40s by Sunday, and beautiful conditions heading into Tuesday with a temperature near 47 degrees.
Thank you, Anthony. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. What forcing mechanism promotes upward vertical motion? Is it A, the cold air evection, B, counterclockwise spin, C, is it C, high humidity, or is it D, high surface pressure? We'll have your answer coming up right now, and now there it pops up. And now we'll have a week ahead. Let's have a look at the week ahead with Garrett.
Alrighty, well, welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be seeing a lot of sunshine for this week. Fall conditions are finally going to be here, and by the time we hit the weekend, we might be seeing temperatures hitting below freezing. Right now, currently here in Ames, we're sitting at about 61 degrees. Winds still out of the north-northwest, fairly calm, comfortable. Still very clear, a lot of sunshine peeking through, so that's bringing temperatures up just a little bit. Satellite and radar over the afternoon hours, a couple of high-level clouds moving across western Iowa, but over the most part, fairly clear. A lot of sunshine, and overnight we're going to be seeing a lot of stars with a lack of humidity. There we go. So if you guys are going out taking star pictures, tonight might be the night to do it. Temperatures currently all across the state are going to be kind of in the upper 50s, low 60s, fairly cool for tonight, and that's going to continue to drop much, much more. Winds, like I mentioned, are still out of the north, fairly strong as you move to the northern portions of the state. That's in part because of this cold front that's going to be pulling through as we head into tomorrow morning. We're going to see temperatures drop rather significantly by Wednesday into most of the day as well. High pressure sets in. It's going to keep clouds out of the area for most of the day. And then as we continue to move into the Thursday, that cold front's going to continue to push on further south, bringing much cooler conditions. For tonight, as I mentioned, it's going to be very clear, calm, lows right around 34 degrees, winds still out of the northwest. It's a lot of clearness for the next few days. I know that's not really a good word for it, but a lot of clear skies for the next few days ahead. Even again tomorrow, high of around 53 degrees, not quite as warm, but much cooler as that cold front has pushed through. And as we take a look at the 7-day extended forecast, again, we're going to have a slight warm up for Thursday into Friday, but by Saturday, Sunday, we're going to cool down quite a bit. And this is where we start to see those temperatures dip below freezing. And then by the start of the work week next week, we'll be back into the upper low 50s and again, still into the near freezing point for lows.
Thanks, Garrett. And now let's take another look at tonight's trivia question. What causes or what forcing mechanism promotes upward vertical motion? Is it A, cold air advection, B, lots of counterclockwise spin aloft, C, high humidity, or D, surface high pressure? So, Anthony, what do you think?
I don't know, Benji. I'm leaning towards, let's go B, I think. Lots of CC spin aloft. Just sounds kind of technical. I'll go with that one.
Well, I mean, A and D are kind of associated with each other. You get a lot of cold air advection when high pressure is located in the area. That's kind of why when you look at a weather map, you see the H is colored in blue, signifying cooler conditions. I'm going to have to technically go with B on that one. That CC is that counterclockwise spin that usually is associated with this thing called positive vorticity advection. So the word advection there allows your clouds to rise. So I think I'm going to go with B on that one.
Great explanation there,
All
Garrett.
right, good job. Let's take a look at the answer, and you guys are both correct. It is B. Lots of counterclockwise spin aloft.
That is when the Atlantic hurricane season starts too.
Yeah.
Which in the Atlantic they do still spin counterclockwise, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that
so.
would be
Yeah.
cyclonic.
As long as it's in the northern hemisphere, because in the
Right.
southern hemisphere, then it spins clockwise.
Right, and that is just backwards.
Well, and we saw that video at the beginning from Joey, too. Man, Hurricane Michael packed a punch, for sure. I don't think we're going to be dealing with any of that.
Definitely did.
Hopefully, quiet for the next couple weeks here, but it's starting to quiet down a little bit, so.
Definitely. I mean, even here, I mean, just no clouds for the most part. I mean, keep it nice and calm. At least that's a good thing for most of the states is they'll start to dry out, especially off to the East Coast. They
Yeah.
Gonna have to
do
bring my
not need the
sunglasses
rain.
They
out.
need to be drying out.
I have been wearing shades all day, and it's been great. It's been honestly pretty great.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that concludes tonight's show. Please be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and you can find every show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you on Thursday.